What do you reckon? Huh? Buddy, this is all yours. This is all yours.
This is yours, Snuggy.
Should we go look around?
Do you want to walk down the land first? Climb out there?
Yeah.
Or the willow. Curly willow and stuff.
Douglas! Look, I didn't realise all of this was actually planted in and...
Yeah, like trellising.
Cute little seating area.
Yeah, Dad.
Gonna reference, because I want to, that we haven't seen half of this.
Yeah.
Because it's either been overgrown or we've been followed around with an estate agent who has a time limit and won't let us have a look round fully. So
Daggy,
a lot of this is actually new.
You're not going in the water.
It's all part of the fun.
Is that the part of the
That is, yeah.
Yeah, he was going straight through there.
Should we go find out?
You know that?
Yeah. Do you not remember?
Don't go in, Dad. Don't go in, please. Oh yeah. Daggy, no.
Oh yeah, he's gonna want to go in there.
Oh yeah, he already does.
Oh yeah, that water does not look
No,
clean.
you are not going in there, buddy. You are not going in there.
Oh man.
It's really cute though.
It is awesome, isn't it? This whole side down here that I keep recording is like all the formal garden, if you like.
Yeah.
It's not really formal, but it's the bit that they've tended and looked after. Not as much at the moment, obviously it is December. But when we saw it back in the spring, it was all really well curated and looked after. Yeah. You found another squirrel or something?
So.
Plenty of wildlife to chase. Oh, there's a rabbit! Oh man. I can't really zoom on this camera, I don't think. That'd be a cool little fire pit if it wasn't close to the road. Hang on, no, that is actually a bonfire pit.
Daggy, what's this? Come have a look. Oh yeah, that's really cool.
This is,
I wonder if this is when they used to do Segway tours.
it would have been, yeah.
They had
maybe.
people sitting on logs.
Yeah, maybe. Again, more willow.
No, no.
Daggy.
No,
Come
no,
on.
no.
Again, all willow surrounded, all weaved together and led to grow.
One of many outbuildings.
One of many outbuildings. This is actually the most pointless one and probably is either not going to be used or will eventually
Or
be ripped
used
down.
as a pool table or something.
See, I wouldn't put anything in here like that. I'm not even sure I'd store outdoor machinery in here, just because it will rust to hell. So this used to be like the office for the Segway tours. They used to store them in here and roll them out the gates. But
It's got a compostable loo, so you can come out here.
there is a compost toilet.
Yeah, which is needed for you.
Yeah, low light settings and all, but you can tell there's a toilet seat in there. It's a composting toilet. You're apparently not allowed to poo in it. This is the weirdest part. So that heater actually works, and the reason is because, showing the torch, that's the water main for the house, of which it's taken us 11 minutes to get here. So it's a little ways away, but it's to stop it from freezing up, which is fun. Dougie, this could be your kennel. When you're being annoying, we could put you in there. This is actually part of the Willow Farm now, in here.
Yeah, this is, yeah.
So we will be receiving a map for what they are, but I mean, obviously these are all fairly newly grown. The tallest ones here are only as tall as I am. The next row in are probably, some of them 2.5 meters tall, and then that back row you can see all the whippets up against the sky. They are easily 15 feet or more. They're the ones that I think get harvested next.
Everything will get harvested this
Well,
year.
everything will, yeah, but these are just obviously
Yeah,
much smaller. They'll be used for something very different. Yeah. Just rows upon rows upon rows. Hundreds of these little willow trees. Do you know what I think we should do? I think on our first day here, we should cut one of these fronds off and stab it in the ground somewhere.
Yeah.
Our day one planted willow tree.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
So yeah, elephant in the room. There it is.
How we could afford it.
How we could afford this damn place, because we were going to put up with this. And you probably can't hear the buzzing on the camera, but I can. And it's not quiet, but I've only just started hearing it in the last few seconds. It's only when you come down here. This is worth mentioning as well.
Dad?
None of this was here when we first viewed it. This was all cut down to ground level. This is the old allotments that used to be here. I don't think you can get a better view if I go higher. It's a large area. But yeah, that was the allotments that they gave to the local parish council for people to use. That's the second gated entrance to the land. That's the service entrance for the people that are dealing with the comms tower, or the power tower I should say. But then there's also, you can kind of see it just here, there's a mobile signal box there as well. There's more willow, which I actually didn't know was there.
Yeah, I knew that one.
I didn't know that coppice was willow.
At least two different varieties.
At least two
like
different.
red.
Yeah, you can see the colour difference.
One's called purple, but I don't know which one's
Probably the one that's more purple than green.
I think, yeah, but is that kind of purple?
Don't know.
Maybe.
It
Let's
is.
give it a name.
What, the tower?
Yeah.
Don't know. We'll think of a name for the tower.
The field,
This is the main field, yeah. So, I mean, you can't really see from here, but if I can work out how to do it on the video editor, I'll put a map overlay and show you where we are right now. But if you can kind of see, there's a roof here, and that is not the house, that's the barn behind the house. But you'll see when we get there. But this is where we're going to have all of our sheep and probably chickens at some point.
Probably.
Amelia's been talking about cows and peacocks. Not quite so sure about those.
Geese.
Geese. Doggy, doggy, doggy! Obviously this is our very first walk around, so Douglas has never been here. He doesn't really know what he's doing, and it's just started pissing with rain. So
Hey baby!
every time we've come here, it's been absolutely glorious sunshine. And today is the first day we've been here in the rain, so we're hoping that's not an omen.
It's a bit ominous.
It is a bit. So this hedge here is the very edge of the land. We are on the very edge, but it does go right back into that corner, and we have every intention of leaving most of this completely wild.
And then there's more willow.
There's
This
a
is like the
load
main,
more.
I think probably one of the main areas.
I think so, yeah. Douglas! Come on!
You can smell the water.
He's wandered off again, yeah.
Dad!
So yeah, we got more rows of willow down here. 1, 2, these are some of the biggest trees, actually the most established ones. So if you can see through the willow, there's another building here.
This is the pinnacle of house ownership.
The pinnacle of house ownership is your own aircraft hangar. I mean, on paper,
Fantastic condition.
I was going to say, yeah. On paper, you tell someone you've got an aircraft hangar at your own house, I mean, they think you're millionaires.
What's that, buddy? What's
No,
that?
can't work out how to put it on low light mode. But
Definitely a nest.
oh, we got a nest in here.
I'm going to say badger set.
So you can see it's just there's plants growing in here. Oh yeah, possible badger nest in here.
Little
Oh,
badger
yeah.
set. So
Douglas is
they
interested.
Split. Yeah, they split that. Digby would be straight down.
Digby would have been in there, yeah. But yeah, this is. I mean, it's got big aircraft hangar sliding doors on it, but there's not actually anything in here. It's a dirt floor, metal posts into what I'm assuming is a concrete pad.
High
There's
risk
some
of
hay in
death.
here. High risk of death. It is and no way fox proof, so it's not really usable for any of that. There's no power down here, and we're about 200 meters from the house, so I will be damned if I'm putting power in down here. Should we go to your favourite part now, Danny?
Yeah,
Should we do your favourite part of everything?
favourite part.
We go around from the hangar, and it doesn't really look like it goes anywhere, but it's a little woodland walk. After you. Oh, we got pheasants in here.
Good boy.
It's one of Douglas's favourite chases.
Oh, off he
Oh,
goes.
he's seen something else.
I bet he's seen a deer.
I bet he's seen a deer or something.
Come on, Dad.
So yeah, it's a bit of a maze of little trees, but they put like a weed matting down so that it maintains these paths, and so you can just walk through here. And yeah, in spring, I mean, it was much nicer, but it's still very nice. We are actually next to the farmer's field here as well.
Great.
So hopefully
Great.
there isn't a way through. Douglas, come on.
Worst behaved dog.
No, it's all right.
It's just so cute.
It is, yeah.
Never usually like this.
No, but as I say, he can get through to the next field, so I bet you he's in the farmer's field. How did you...
Have you been in... You... Oh no.
Oh yeah, he's been in. He's found something wet.
Well, it's actually look
You've
like
been in
that.
a pond, haven't you, you dick? Right, come on then. We'll know soon enough
It's
where
this
you've
bit
been.
here. I really like this bit.
This is lovely.
It's really cute. No.
Douglas.
Look at the state of your bum.
You got sticks caught in your pantaloons. Yeah, there's like paths off everywhere that you can just
And
go through wherever you like.
it's a bit late now, but next year we plant loads of bluebells
Yeah.
and snowdrops.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
It's really cute, wouldn't it? I think then I can't see much evidence, but it doesn't mean there isn't some. Oh!
He's gone again, yeah. He's learnt where the water is.
Dixie hasn't just had a bath.
No, but he isn't. He's supposed to be getting done this weekend.
Yeah.
So.
Next.
So this is where all the water from the land basically is pointed using a load of surface drains, and it creates this pond with a little stream, which we've been told in the summer will dry up and becomes a really... We did, yeah. It dries up and becomes a really nice little walk-through. Here he is.
Great.
He's loving it. We've got some more willow here, another variety, I think, this bright yellow one.
Yeah.
We said there were three. We got very dark ones, bright yellow, and these nice orange ones, purpley orange. So we'll find out what they all are, and there's more on the right. There's the power tower in the distance. And then we're on the last leg. Oh my god. Doug, you've got half the fucking forest in your tail.
That's quite deep. Dad!
It is quite deep. This is the one we need to be really careful that Dougie doesn't go into, because the banks look really steep and I don't think he'll be able to get out. Hello. Right. It is the next day, because when I was here yesterday, with what you've just seen, the battery ran out and I didn't realise the other one was dead, which is pretty typical of me. So I'm going to finish the little tour now on my own. Well, I'm not on my own, I've got Douglas with me, who is having fun. So let's continue where we left off. So down there is the fenced off pond, which we've seen, and this is yet another massive area of willow trees all ready for the harvest. We'll have a little look in there. There we go. So you got rows here, followed by a second shorter one, and there's this massive one. It's just row after row after row. This is the central field. There's pathways mown into it at the moment, which the previous owners did Segway tours through, so you could come and hire a Segway to ride around on and race around this field, which sounds like a hell of a lot of fun, but we don't have any Segways. So this is going to get partially mown down to the grassy level, same as this sort of path I'm on, so that we can have livestock on here. So the Leylandii trees that I pointed out from earlier, I did so from just over here, the other side of the electric pylon, and this is them now. Gives you an idea of where we are. So moving on down here, this is what we have dubbed the chicken shack, as it's going to eventually be the livestock shed, which we do have some plans for. But at the moment, I mean, it looks all right from the outside, and then you look closer. This thing is in absolutely no way ready for any kind of creature to live beyond perhaps the odd resident fox that we seem to have. It's I'm not entirely sure what it's been set up for. Come on, Dave. I don't know what all these tables or these walls are up for, but all of these walls are literally just sheet flooring that have been laid vertically and screwed together. So I mean, you touch them and they fall over, and then you think, oh, I bet it's got a nice wooden roof. I mean, Some people might not really know what they're looking at, but I can already hear my dad groaning and saying, "Oh my God." And he's not wrong. He's not wrong at all. This is the other half. It is a big space. I don't know if you'll be able to see this in the low light, but this is literally lengths of timber from a pallet that have all just sort of been nailed together. I think there's probably about 16 bits of timber, each about 1 meter long, and they're all just nailed together, and it's every post. Every single post is just little bits nailed together. It's honestly, I mean, whoever built it clearly had a photo that they followed and knew what they were doing, but did not have the relevant materials. So it's probably just going to be an outline and a blueprint for us to follow and rebuild. I mean, you probably tell this wall is made of garage doors between each post, which is nice. One idea we did have, which I think will be a really good idea, and I think it'll work really well, was Amelia's idea, of course, all the best ideas are, is to link up Chicken City, or sorry, the Chicken Shack, with this netted tunnel. Because we currently don't have any use for this netted tunnel. We don't really know what we do with it. I'll come to why soon. But there is this gap between the two, between the Chicken Shack and the tunnel, is only about 6 or 7 feet. So her idea was to link them so that during bird flu season or whatever else might happen, they can have full run of this. And although they'd be safe during the day, they wouldn't be at night, but they'd go back in and we'd just shut them in at night. But this is I think this is a 40-foot by 15-foot maybe tunnel, I'd guess. So it's massive. I mean, you could easily fit probably 50 chickens in here happily grazing, and 1 dog. 1 livestock guardian, that's what you are, Douglas. So this next little section, which is right next to the tunnels, is I think probably my favourite part of this land. It's looked after and curated, but at the same time it just feels really wild. And I hope it comes off on camera. I really hope it comes off on camera, but I'll show you around now as best I can. So firstly, we just have this massive bank of willow trees that have been allowed to grow properly. You can sort of, you can probably see the blue roof of the house here. So it's not far from the house at all. And it's just this really nice walk. When you get here, which is we're nearly at the end, I'll show you the right hand side first. There's about 15 trees in this orchard. We're not 100% sure what they are exactly. They are, I mean, they're more than likely apples and plums and such, obviously, but we don't know if they're cooking apples or eating. If they are eating, we don't know what variety. And behind them is another netted tunnel. Again, we're not sure what to do with this one. I quite like the idea of it just being berry bushes, strawberries, blackberries, blueberries, all sorts of things like that, anything that we can get to grow in there. But this is another part of the walk where they've woven this willow arch. It's all live willow, it's all planted in the ground. You come through and there's a bunch of pollarded trees down. There's another pathway that leads back down to where we just came from. And I mean, isn't this just all surrounded? In the spring, I bet this is just an absolute little haven. Let's have a little seating area in here, and all the ground is just moss and leaves, which, I mean, it's damp. It's obviously, it's a willow nursery, everything's damp, but it's just so nice. So there's the house. that leads down to the driveway. You might be able to see traffic cones at the end there. That's the driveway, sort of way in, way out. And you can come down this path here, which is, it's actually only grass, but you can drive down here. I mean, the sun kind of ruins it, but that will take you all the way down and round all the land. And again, from the house, there's a pathway which Douglas is about to walk into for me. Thank you, Douglas, good assistance. That pathway there leads from the back garden. You can come down here. Okay, so this is the official back garden for the house. I wouldn't look at the house too much. That is like an old rabbit hutch, and just to its left there's a gateway that takes you down directly into the orchard, which is lovely. This is where Douglas will be spending most of his time, because this is going to be dog proofed, just this small area, so that in the morning I can let him out, go and do his business without having to worry about him wandering off, because he would take himself on a little adventure. So we're on the driveway. There's my van. That's where you come in, down there. This is the storage shed, soon to be, well, not soon, but one day will be my workshop. So this is where our Polaris buggy that we have bought from the owners, from the previous owners, for maintaining the land. It is all electric, so it just plugs in overnight, charger up, and yeah, that is going to be the absolute workhorse of this place. This is actually just an extension on the back, but there is the main barn. Douglas for scale. This will be my workshop. This is my John Deere lawnmower for maintaining a lot of this place. I think it's going to have its work cut out for it on the field, because they didn't cut the whole field with it. And under this giant green sheet is the wood chipper, big diesel wood chipper, which is very nice. Let's move on to the next building. I think the old owners used to grow box hedgerows, clematis, and obviously willow. I'm just going to show you in there. Same sort of story. It's all hard standing and raised beds. We've got a nice little greenhouse at the end here, which will be useful for something. And then this one is actually still got a lot of the, I don't know, I keep saying box hedgerows. I don't really know what they are, if I'm honest. Amelia knows. This biggest tunnel is going to be where we grow all of our vegetables and whatever else it is we're going to do to try and freeze it for over the winter, so that we can try and be as self-sustained as possible. Because we both like the idea. I like the idea of being completely off-grid if we can, but I mean, realistically it's probably not going to happen. But here we go, slightly better view. So we've got a nice fig tree in the corner, which is actually covered in figs, which is really nice, with a few raised beds. We have this strange construction in the middle, which I'm not entirely sure what it is or why, but it's holding water. And then, yeah, we have all the beds. So this is all the clematis, I'm told. Not all of it, obviously, it's a lot of it. And we're also told that once it's planted in the ground, it is notoriously hard to get rid of. Amelia has said that she quite likes it because it produces a very beautiful flower. So as it only seems to be appearing on this left side, she's talking about maybe leaving it there. Daggy, get off the bed. She's talking about maybe leaving it there and just using these two sides, which frankly, for the two of us, is more than enough. We're going to have our work cut out for us. Continuing the tour, we come to the potting shed, or what we're calling the potting shed, which is in here. Again, it's a very big building, but this is going to be Amelia's haven. So we have an electrical assembly there, which terrifies me. for all of the pumps for the watering systems. This is obviously the main potting area. So I think this was originally used to obviously sort out all the plants, when she was taking the clematis out of the ground, potting it for sale, things like that. So there are various little stations and setups here and there that you can sort of tell there was rhyme and reason to a lot of it, but it's hard to know what they are without actually being a gardener who does it, which, you know, I'm not. For example, we're sort of indoors, but over here is this like full netted assembly that's all kept very, very clean compared to the rest. And you're like, well, that was obviously something. So out this side door, there's a load of woven braided willows, which look really, really nice. There's another one here, sort of lots of different stuff that's all been braided and woven together. I guess it's a bit of a showcase of what can be done. Some really nice stuff here. Big trellis all put together. I love this. This is one thing I want to find out what it is and how to do it, because it's still got a load of live buds on it. I mean, they're obviously not live, but you know what I mean. They look live. Finishing the tour in here, there's like a dark room in the middle. It has a window, but it's a very dark room. There's another storage area in there with more willow. And then over here, in this incredibly safe, incredibly secure, completely watertight, no problems, is the electric meter. I am not an electrician, but something tells me that is not the best idea. However, I have had I've had a verbal guesstimate from an electrician for how much it would cost to move that into the house. And I'd rather buy a Mustang. I think that's the only way I can really put it. I'd rather buy a Mustang than what he told me that would cost. That kind of concludes the tour of the outside of the nursery. You've seen all the main things. There is still plenty around that even we are finding as we walk around. I had the audacity to walk past my own potting shed. Yeah, there's still things that we see as we're walking around that we haven't yet found, which is kind of unnerving sometimes, but it's also really exciting. So I'm going to end the video there, and I will show you the house in another one, because this video is probably already about half an hour long. I will do a little house tour, and I will show you the plans and what we intend to do. I will try and get you that video through as soon as I can, so that you can see the house as well, but this all takes time, and Amelia's going to be here any minute, so we're going to go and get on with something. I am going to be recording all of my work here, so I plan to sort of do a little vlog for our use in the future, and because the videos are about 100 gigabytes each, I'm going to store them on YouTube, so they'll always be visible for everyone to come and see, whoever you are, friends, family, or strangers alike. I don't see this ever doing anything more fun or taking off, but you never know. Have some fun, and I will see you soon.